home. The Sun City today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kent State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Flashes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the run, it's Clark. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Blue Devils will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The receiver on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brings into the open. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The kick is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahan. Back open in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hodges. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll set up to throw. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on 2nd and goal. Off play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. throw for it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after it. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Looking for a man. It's Mahan. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Handoff from the gun. And into the end zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets...
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And the Golden Flashes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Golden Flashes are rolling down the field.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man in the middle. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw, it's Mahan. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab on the big throw. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into... Max going for the goal line. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, very few venues provide a better stage than Sun Bowl Stadium as we bring you this first half update of the Sun Bowl from El Paso.
And the Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Blue Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, look out on the run! Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's complete. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They got it first and 10 now inside the 50. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The golden flashes send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers.
Taking it the other way. And into the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the golden flashes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Slams it ahead. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Under fire. Ball is out behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
This time it's complete.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Mahat. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
He uncorks one deep. Reps it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat for the score.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The golden flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by Ward for this offense. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mahan. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Line gets set. First down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. Probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchup.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke! And the pummeling has started.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to click a little bit.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the golden flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a